Welcome back, and now we are ready for the medieval times. So I've already done the progress cards. This is what's come out. A lot of battles, which is nice for me. I still have one person on here, so I can still participate in the battles. A golden age, so I would be able to finish my Great Wall for free and not have to worry about wars. But again, no wars have come out. I might have to meddle with that and make the dummy player a bit more warmongering. But let's see. Growth. I wanted to take a person. Since I want to stay ahead on stability and there are a lot of battles and buildings that produce food, I probably can do that if I really want to. So I'm going to grab a person and take him from this space here, which is going to cost me 3 food in production. He just goes there. And we can reveal the new tile for age 2. So the shadow player is going to start off at 5 stability and 5 military. There is 1 architect, so I'll just leave that one there from last round. He gets 2 books, so he's not doing very well on that race. But famine is 4, so I'm going to have to come up with 7 food by the end of this round. And I don't produce any, so let's see how that goes. But I am first, so we can get started with our first move. So I would like, since it's the only one out there, we can grab this, but I don't know what we're going to do with the actual ability of it. Because the ability is higher architects from the supply pay up to 2 less. But I won't need any architects after this. So I could give up 2 resources and get a point, which could be a viable thing to do. So I have to pay 2 to just buy it. And let's pay a stone and a money and grab the point. And now we get to hire 2 architects for free from the supply. They will be going towards the Great Wall of China, and that has now been finished. So that comes down here. We get 2 stability, so I am back in the lead there. And I don't have to worry about wars, but as it goes, we haven't had to worry about wars anyway. So we see what the shadow player does. 6, he gains 2 military, so he is now at 7 to my 2. He's probably going to be going first next round. I haven't upgraded a single building yet. Now, these age 2 ones are nice, but I would kind of like to wait around and see them move down here rather than paying the full price for them. I'm definitely going to pay 1 anyway for this battle. My raid value is still 4. I'm going to take the food. So now I have 5 food and I needed 7. So I'm going to have to buy another one of these, I think, or I'm going to have to buy this building and put it down. See what the shadow player does. Number 5, he takes the architect. So these wonders become less attractive. So I could buy a battle, or I could buy this, place this here on this empty space. Well, there's no workers on it. I could place it anywhere and the workers would just get kicked off. Even over my military, you can completely have no military if you want to go that way. So that would earn me the 2 food I need and would keep earning me food. It might be the thing to do, really. Because I'm just thinking otherwise I'm going to go through the game not producing any food. So let's grab that for 1 gold. And the shadow player gets a turn. Number 4, so they are gone. And let's see, as a free action I can place someone on there. Well, it's not a free action really, but the shadow player doesn't get to roll after I do it. So that cost me a stone. So as it stands right now, I'm going to be ahead on stability. Not military, but I don't think it's worth going for the military. It's probably at the point where we need to upgrade our military. See, these long ships here are 5 military per person, rather than just the 2 for my archers here. See, times have moved on. These archers aren't really having much of an impact anymore. But if we are going to give up on the military race this round, it's probably worth taking him off and putting him somewhere else. We could put him on here, and he would then basically produce me a gold, because the stone he produces is kind of offset by the stone that it costs to put him on there. Or he could gain me some more stability, so I could take another person next round. But let's put him on the quarry. So it costs me a stone. Shadow player still doesn't get to roll. So I could either end now, or I could pay 2 of this money. I am earning a lot of money. Let's do that. I'm going to pay, so my military should be 0, by the way. I'm going to pay 2, and let's take part in the Battle of Tannenberg. So I can gain, I don't think I need books, food or stone. Let's take the stone, because then we should be okay for stone. Oh, I should. Let's backtrack a little bit. Sorry about this. I readied a wonder. I'm sure someone noticed. So I should get 5 stone anyway. Yes, I think we're caught up now. So do I want to take the stone from that now? I could just grab the food and just be safe for that for a little while, because we have a lot of stone now. Let's take the food. So 4 food. So we should be okay for that for a while. Shadow player takes a turn. Number 1. So Tibet has been colonized. I think it's time to just pass. So we can move to production in the resolution phase. So money, I produce 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 money. I'm doing quite well on that. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Food, I produce food. So no, I don't. I produce 2, but then I have a cost of 3, so I need to spend a food. And stone, I produce 3, 4 stone. So we are really loaded there. And books. So if I have the most stability, plus 2, so that's 2 there, 1 there, so that's 3, 4, 5. So I am racing ahead on these. Now 14 to his 7. Player order of military. He is now going to go first, the shadow player. War, there wasn't one. Stability, so I get a point for having higher stability than him. Famine, I need to pay 4 food, based on the tile for this round. And it's not the end of the age, so let's move on to B of medieval. So we get rid of these, and let's fill it up with some nice new cards. And there we are. So as much as I wanted the long ships and things, this Piazza San Marco, if I can get this wonder ready, not only will I gain 5 more stone, and it's worth a point, once per round, I can use this action, pay 2 gold, and choose between 5 books, food, or stone. That seems really nice. Or this one up here, when it's ready, get 8 books. So that's worth more points. And there are golden ages ready. So that seems very nice. Okay, so let's carry on with the round. Growth, I'm going to take another worker, and I'm going to take him from my stability. So I lose 3 stability right away. And the dummy player really can just come off here for a second. New tile, so we're going to place it back on now. Wow, 10 military. And 3 stability. So I'm ahead on stability, and he is not going to gain any. He's going to take architects and lose stability, which seems like a nice combination to me. So 3 architects in the pool there. So I don't need anyone on stability now. Even though I've taken that loss for having the worker, I am safe for being in the lead, which I need for the point and for St. Augustine. So what shall I buy? I want this Piazza. Let's go 1 money. And actually, that's getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. We're not first player anymore. He takes the 3 column. That's a bit of a relief. So I've already paid. Let's place that there. Now he gets another turn. Row 2. Oh, there go the long ships. So now I am going to have a golden age with the Quran. It costs 2. And let's see, I gain 3 books if I choose to do that because I have a golden age bonus. And I might as well because that's a really nice lead I've built up here. And I can hire 2 architects for free. So let's do that. And they can go on here. So now I just need to hire an architect for a stone. And I should be sorted. So the shadow player clears the 2 column. We're okay there. I think I'm not too crazy about anything else that's really going on here. So let's hire that architect. It's going to cost me a stone. And this is finished. So I'm going to gain 5 stone for my Sphinx there. For hiring that architect, we need the shadow player to take a turn. 6, he loses his stability. That's great. I've got money. Let's spend 2 money. And we put a little cross on here to show that I've done this. We could take food, and then maybe we can take another person from the food section next round. Let's take 5 food. So that was a special action, which the shadow player does get to roll after. That's column 3, which is empty. Do I want anything else? So it's only round 2, and my wonders are nearly full up. So I don't think I really want another wonder from here. I don't really like him. The watermill, it would produce me some more stone. We could grab this and cover up our archer, although it gives us no military then, which means we have no chance of taking part in battles. I don't think the archers are really relevant at the moment. Their 2 military strength isn't really going to cut it, especially when we get into the Renaissance. So let's grab that. That's 1 gold. The shadow player gets to take a turn. 4, so that wonder is gone. And now let's look at where I'm going to place the people. So I'm definitely going to place him on there. That costs me 2 stone. We could think about going into turmoil actually. Since we're so far into the wonders, we only have 1 wonder left. So as amazing as this power is, wouldn't it be nice if we can double up on resources? I am going to go into turmoil. Hopefully this isn't too early to be doing this. So, this is my action. I'm going into turmoil. I can play a dynasty card or take 2 money. I'm going to play a dynasty card. So my special rule is overwritten here. And I lose 2 stability. And I discard at the end of the round. So actually, I think before going into turmoil, we need to pull a guy off something. Let's take him off here and put him here. Pay a stone to do that. It's free to take them off, stone to put them back on. And then my stability goes back up because I need my stability I need to be beating him for a number of reasons. So I'm in turmoil at the moment. My stability is going to go up as well. So next round I can take him back off there. And so let's see what the shadow player does. Column 2, there's nothing there anyway. And I will do this action and let's place up to 3. You can only put 1 type on here. I'm going to place 3 gold on here. And then at the end of the resolution phase, so the very, very end of the round, I get to double this and take it back, which is going to be brilliant. So I did a special action, so Shadow Player gets to go. That's a 5, so he takes an Architect. I don't really care. So I'm not going to take those. I don't want Genghis Khan, and I haven't got military to take part in a battle. So let's produce gold. I produce 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gold. Food, 2, 3, but -3 for this worker, so nothing. Stone is 1, 2, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. And books. So I have the most stability, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't actually do the dummy player's stability, the books for this round. He should have 5. So that's books. Player order. He is definitely in the lead still with that 10 military to my none. Stability. I'm in the lead there, so I get a point. Famine is -2, so let's lose 2 of this food. And end of age scoring, it's the end of the age. If we are in the lead on books, get 3 points. Which is lovely. And it's the end of the resolution phase, so I get to double this and take it back. Wow, I love that power. And that is the end of the medieval times. So let's get moving onto the Renaissance. I shouldn't forget as well that the turmoil card goes away at the end of the round. Okay, and we are back for Age 3, the Renaissance. Some nice things have come out here. We've got a samurai who gives 7 military strength and costs money, which I have a lot of at the moment. We have a war that the Shadow Player might start there, the 30 Years' War. We have colonial trading, which will be a nice upgrade here for my Confucian Academy. And I think by now I should be getting rid of these old buildings. And we have some nice golden ages. This advisor here is quite nice. If you have more military strength than the war, then you can take 5 stone, food, or books. But let's see what happens. So we've refilled the cards. Growth. I think since we have got a lot of food and opportunity to get food, let's grab another person from the food section. So now we have a food cost of 6 per round. New tile. Let's see what comes out here for the Shadow Player. Wow. His military strength is 14 to my 0. And his stability, though, is 0. But that could go up, and he might take Architects. There are 3 in the pool. And he gets 7 books. So, oh, he is caught right up. Spent the whole game behind, but he's right there with me now. And the famine is going to be 4. So, what would I like most? Well, it doesn't matter what I like, because the dummy player gets to roll first. That's 5, so he is going to take an Architect, which doesn't really matter because I'm not going to take this Royal Society. Let's see, I think I would like the Samurai. It's a combination of the Samurai and Peter the Great could be really good. Let's take the Samurai, and what shall we cover up? Let's cover up this quarry. So these 2 workers that were on the quarry come off. I have to pay 2 money for taking the Samurai card. And my raid value is 5 as well, so these battles become quite nice. Back to the Shadow Player. He rolls a 6, so he gets 2 stability. Now, I think before our luck runs out, let's grab colonial trading. And wow, it's a good job we've got stone, because we're going to need a lot of stone to put people back on these buildings and things. We have a lot of workers there doing nothing. Okay, Shadow Player. Hopefully he doesn't take 3. He takes 2, so That's a bit of a shame because he's taking the only colony, but it's not too bad. He's taking a golden age with him as well. We could take a battle. I think let's do that while it's here. Let's, for 1 cash, let's grab 4 food because of our bonus from the Sphinx. No, not the Sphinx, the Great Library. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should remember, we've always been ahead in stability, but there's another reason we lose. We lose things if we aren't the most stable. So let's see what the Shadow player does. That is a number 3, so Peter the Great is gone anyway. This is a golden age, so I could get 3 stone for 2 money. Or I could give up resources, that would probably be better. I've got a lot of resources right now. So I could take this for 2 money, this golden age. Let's do that. And since I have a golden age bonus, I can pay 1 resource less to get this point. So let's spend 2 of my stone, because I have a ton of it, and grab a point. And at the end of the game, you add up all of your resources and divide it by 10 to get a point. So every 10 resources is a point. So I've effectively paid 4 for a point here. 2 gold to get it, and then 2 resources to grab the thing. Let's see what the Shadow player does. 2, there's nothing there. I'm going to have to put a samurai on here. You can't take the battles. You don't have a raid value unless someone is on here. So I had to put someone on here. I have a military of 7 now. I'm not sure if I can go back and the dummy player was... the dummy player might have taken that card away from me, so apologies if that messes things up, and the battle's gone anyway, so it was a complete waste putting someone on there, but it serves me right for cheating. So, okay, so I don't need someone on there. There's no war. I don't have a benefit for wars, and it's only going to cost me a money. So I think the best thing to do is to just pass. But first, let's get these people on some buildings. So let's put 2 on there at least. So that costs 3 each. I should check on my stability as well, because I didn't update it when all those people came off. I have 4, 5, 7 minus 3. So I'm back to 4 stability. These guys, where do these guys want to go? So I can produce some more food, I can produce some more money. Let's put 2 of them on here. So that gains me, that costs me 4 stone. I have 2 stone left. Oh, I do have the action. I should take that off at the end of each round. I have the action, which I will use now. Actually, I'll put another guy on here. So that costs me, oh dear. That costs me my last 2 stone. And then I'll do an action which is going to trigger the Shadow player, which is risky because I don't want a war now. I've taken them off the guy, so I'm going to pay 2. Let's put this back on here and gain 5 stone. It looked like I had a ton of stone. It's all melted away. So let's see what the Shadow player does. 2, there's nothing on there, which is great for me. So I think, let's see, I produce, how many books do I produce? 5. So he could go on there and get me some food and books. Or we could just really go for food and stone. Let's get some more books. So that's 1 cost to go on there. Let's not forget about our power. I'm going to produce a lot of stuff. So I'm going to produce tons of stone, so I don't think I need that. Let's put cash on here again. Which does mean, though, that he's going to get another chance to do something. 3? Phew. Okay, now we produce. So gold, I produce 3, 6, 7, 8. And food, I produce 2, 4. And this is 1, so 5, 6, 7, 8. Minus 6, so I'm producing 2, which is fantastic. I'm in the positive for food at last. Stone, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. But as you can see, it's costing a lot to put people on the buildings now as we go along. And it's only age 3. books. I am the most stable, so that's 2 there. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're up to 25 there. Let's just double check the stability. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. Yes, I'm okay for stability. Player order. Well, my military is back down to 0 since I took my guy off the samurai. So player order is still the shadow player first. Stability, I get a point because I am more stable than the shadow player. Famine is 4 for this round, so let's pay that. End of age scoring, not quite yet. So we can bring this off and grab 3 money from the bank. And let's take the cross off here to show that we can use it again. I must remember that earlier on. And we can go on to B in Renaissance. So let's get rid of the 30 Years' War. I talked about wanting to show a war and then hoped for it not to happen. So let's fill up this board now for round B of the Renaissance era. And that's what we have for this round. I quite like the Forbidden Palace here. It's 2 architects and so 3 stone to build. But you get a point for passing first, which would mean every round for me. So that's 3 points and 1 at the end. So that's 4 points that wonder could potentially be worth. But there could be better wonders around should I wait. But let's carry on with starting up. So I think with my abundance of food, I might just grab a guy off here and keep hoping for... We can do battles and things to get more food. Because there is nothing out here that gets you more stability. And so I don't really want to be... I need to be high up in stability, so I'm going to take a guy off the food. There we go. That's my growth. New tile for the shadow player. So let's see. He is going to start off at 2 military. Oh, brilliant. It's a shame there's no wars. We wouldn't really have to worry very much. And he's going to have 7 stability. That is a shame. 2 architects, so I'll just leave those there. And he gets 6 books. Oh, he's caught up with me again. 7 famine, though. 7 famine. Hopefully, he's going to roll some 6s and lose some of that stability. He goes first, so come on 6. 5. He gets 5 military. Okay. So it comes to me. I don't know. I can put people on here and start buying some of these wars. So let's see. We need 9 food at the end of this round, plus 7 for the famine. So we need 16. We generate 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And do I have 8? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, I have the food that I need, although I might not be in a great position in future rounds. We should probably take a golden age for 1 money. Let's do that before it goes. Let's grab the golden age, 1 money, so we can either have 3 books or pay 2 resources to get a point. I'm going to pay 2 stone again and grab a point. So that's gone away. Okay, the shadow player gets his turn. Come on, 6. No, that's a 1. So the theatre's gone. Since we don't generate that much food, let's grab a samurai. So I have military 7 too. We need to pay 3 food for that. And the shadow player is going to roll a 6 this time. No. He goes up to 12 military, but there's no war for him to start. And now I'm going to pay 1. And let's grab 5 food. My raid value is now 5 with these samurai. Let's grab 5 food. Okay, I bought a card, so he's going to roll a 6. No. So the cost 2 battle and the generating 4 advisor have gone. So now my options are starting to wrap up, and I might need to just put people on the buildings to gain the stability, because it's not much good hoping him to roll a 6, especially the way things have been going. Now Elizabeth would help me with wars, but I don't want to lose my advisor. So let's do this action. I'm definitely going to do this action before the end of the round, so let's do it now. So pay 2 money, and I will gain, let's gain some stone. So we have some more stone there. Shadow player rolls a 4, so they're gone. So I don't think I want those at all, those cards that are left. So I'm going to do an action here, and I will place, let's place stone on there. And that was an action, that was a special action, so dummy player goes again, 3. So all the cards are gone. I'm definitely going to pull him off and put him there. That's going to cost me 3 stone. And then I could generate less books. See, if we desperately need it, I can generate more books on this in future rounds, because he is only equaling me, so earning anything is going to put me ahead for the scoring. So let's take a guy off here. It means we're generating less food as well, which is a shame. Let's take a guy off here and put him on here, and that's 3 more stone to pay. And really, I can't do anything to trigger the dummy player to move. Anyway, so let's see, my stability, I'm not updating it, so I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, minus 3, I should have 8 stability, which just puts me in the lead. So I'm going to leave it there. Let's produce gold, 2, 5, 8, 11, 14. I think that's right, yep. Food, I produced 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 food. But I have to pay 9 actually, so I pay 3. Stone, I generate 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Books, I generate 2 for having the most stability, 3, 4, 5. So we're at 30 now. And player order, that's the dummy player. My military is back down to 0. There was no war. Stability, I gain a point for being the most stable. Famine, pay the indicated food, which is 7 for this round. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. There we go. So still a little bit of food left. I should probably have put food on there actually. I had 3 left over, I didn't realise that. End of age scoring. It is the end of the Age of Renaissance. So I have more books, so 3 points. A nice pile of points building up there. And that is it for the Age of Renaissance. So let's move on to the Industrial Age. And so this is what we have for the first round of the Industrial Age. Now, I thought I was stockpiling stone a bit too much here, or I should have gone for food, but it might pay off. In final scoring, remember as I said, we add up all the resources and divide them by 10, and that's how many points you get for them. This would double the stone, so I could really go crazy for stone, and it would all be doubled in final scoring. So that could be nice, as long as the dummy player doesn't start this war. We have Abraham Lincoln, who could advise me, and as an action, I can take a person. And that's not once per round. Wow. Okay. I'm going to take growth on food, and I might need to take a building that gets me food. So we've done growth, so let's reveal the tile. So the shadow player is going to start on 18 military, 5 stability, and he is either going to get rid of resources or lose military. So I can definitely afford to take someone off the stability. So we have 2 architects, I'll leave those there. He gets 4 books, so he's not in the lead still. And the family is only 2, so I do need to come up with 14 food, so 9 more food by the end of this round. Oh, at the end of the last round, I should have doubled this stone and took it off there and got rid of this cross. Now I think we're ready. So the shadow player is still first. So what is he going to take away from me? 6, he is going to take 3 of his own military away, which is great because he is probably going to start a war this round. Finally, I've been talking about it since the start. I could even start the war just so I don't have to worry about it. But I don't really mind about the war. It wouldn't be great for me, but if he starts this war, then it's mitigated because I would lose 7 stone, but I have 8 stability, so I would lose no stone because it balances out. So the first thing I'm going to do is start this war. Now that's 2 money. And the war's strength is set at my strength, so it is 0. So I don't have to worry because nobody can lose a war that's at strength 0. So there's going to be no losses from this whatsoever. Even if there was losses, my stability would cancel them out. But it means the dummy player now can't start the war I don't want him to. And as long as he doesn't roll a 1, I'll be fine. And he rolls a 3. So we can take all of these out, but these are all wonders, and I'm not planning on building any of these wonders. Since now I don't have to worry at all about military, I am going to buy, I think this would be quite nice. It's a Vortrekker. Just because it kind of mitigates the cost of the stone of putting people on there. It costs 4 to put someone on there, but it's going to earn you 3 back, and it's going to earn me the food that I kind of need. So nothing earns stability, and we should be okay for books. So let's place that there. That costs 2 gold. And don't roll a 1. That's a 2. So here he would start a war, but you can't start one if there's already one there. So these can go away. And that's a big relief for me. Because I want Abraham Lincoln, really. Because I would really like to... Well, I would like all of these things. I would like the hospital and Titusville and Abraham Lincoln, but it's not going to happen. If I take Titusville, though, that's going to knock me out for 3 turns. Let's grab the hospital. So cover up the brewery there. That costs me a money. And let's hope for a 5 or a 6, really. A 1. So Titusville is gone. But that's okay. It was a nice idea while it lasted. I'm muddling up my discard piles here. Okay. So now that's out of the way, let's buy Abraham Lincoln. Sorry, St. Augustine, you've been with me since the age of antiquity, but it's time for Lincoln. So I'm not going to gain books now, but I have increased my stability by 3. So the shadow player gets to roll, and really he's not going to do anything now until he's either going to, there we go, he's going to lose military for himself. Maybe he'll lose enough so that he's down to 0 with me and I'll go first, because I'm not getting any military now. So as an action, I am definitely going to take a person, and it doesn't say once per round, so I don't think I have to cover that up. So I'm going to take a worker here from the stability, so I'm going to lose 3 stability, back down to 8, and he just goes there. And that was a special action, so shadow player gets to go. Nothing in the ones for him to remove. So I have 3 workers doing nothing. And I need to keep up with my stability. And earn some books and things. So let's put someone on the hospital. That costs me 4. Let's put someone on there. That's another 4. We could even put someone on here because this generates more stone than it costs to put them there. But we've got so many people on there, and I'll just mention this. At the end of the game, you can get points based on the people that are on your buildings. So the first person is going to earn 1, second 2, third 3. After that, they aren't worth any points. And same for this. So as nice as that is for cost effectiveness, it's not worth points to have so many people on there. So I think I'm going to stick him there. So that costs another 4. And we should probably start bringing people off here. Maybe in the next round, maybe in the last round, we'll bring people off there just to kind of make it right for the end of the game. So I haven't done anything that would cause the dummy player to act. Let's do Abraham Lincoln's action again. Let's grab another person here. So I'm going to lose 3 more stability. I'm now equal with the dummy player on 5. So he gets to take an action, clears cards that don't exist, but I'm going to place this guy for 3 stone. 3 stone, I'm going to place him there and gain 2, so I'm back in the lead again. Although there's a lot of people, hopefully something's going to come out next round that gives me kind of more cost-effective stability, because there's a lot of people on here and only the first 3 are going to be worth points. I'm going to do this action to grab some food, so I get 5 food from that action. And I'm going to place 3 of it on here as my special action on there. There we go. But I think that's it for my round. So let's do production. This should be good. So producing gold, I produced 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17 gold. Food production is 2, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, minus 12, so that's just the 5 that I'm left with. Stone, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19 stone. Huge piles there, apart from food. So books, I produce 4, 5, 6, 6. 36 now. And I think we're okay there. So that's all production. Player order, it's definitely the shadow player. The war, we can now resolve the war. So I think I've mentioned this before now, but we look at the military strength of the war, which is 0 in this case, and anyone with a lower strength. So if say the shadow player had started it, it would be strength 12. I would lose the war because I don't have military strength 12. I would lose a point, and then I would have to lose 7 stone, but your resource loss is reduced by 1 for every stability you have, so I wouldn't have to lose any stone here. And because of my Great Wall, I wouldn't actually have to lose the points. Stability, I have better stability, so that's another point. Famine, I need to pay 2. End of age scoring, not quite yet. So end of the round, we grab this 3 food back and take 3 more from the bank for my special thing. And we are now ready for round B of the Industrial Age, the last round of the game. So let's fill this up. And here are the last cards available. Some great looking things here. Darwin's Voyage, when that's ready, that's worth 15 gold, which is a point and a half. And it's worth a point in itself, and it would get me 5 stone for completing the last wonder. So that is a very nice thing. Or the South Pole Expedition is worth 3 points in itself, and you have to pay 5 food. The radio I really want, because that is going to be a much more cost-effective way of getting the stability that I need. So for growth, I could take 3 food to try and ensure that I get the food that I need, because I can just take this as an action. So I might as well grab some. Let's grab some stone, just in case we need it for putting people out. So remember, from the beginning of the game, we get 3 when we take resources. So we reveal the new tile for this round. He has 23 military strength. So, and there is a war to be started as well, so I'm not winning that. He has no stability. 4 architects are available. He gets 6 books. So as long as I earn a book, I have won that race. And the famine is 7, wow. Okay, So he's going to go first. He takes, oh, he doesn't take anything. He takes 2 of the architects. Okay, and what do I want? So I really want that wonder. I also really want that radio. I think let's take the wonder because we've got no idea what he's going to roll. Shadow player rolls. He rolls the 3, so just in time there. The shadow player bought a war. So this needs to be placed. So we have a war with strength 23 right now. Let's see. I could buy the radio and just get rid of this sawmill here. Since these are only worth 111, these would be worth 221. I might not need that last person as well because you only get points for the first 3 people on all of these cards. I suppose at military, if you had the boxes like that, you could get a lot of points if you filled that up with people. It would still generate things though. So what do I want to cover up? I think for the sake of points, let's cover that up. So these people are now out of a job. That cost me 3 money. And the shadow player gets to go now. That's 4, so say goodbye to those 2. My next action, while they are still available, I'm going to grab an architect. That is 3 stone. Shadow player, 4, it's already gone. I'm going to grab another architect for 2. So now we slide this down here. I get 5 stone for completing that from my Sphinx, and I get 15 money, which I really wish I hadn't left the 10s in the box because they're too big for the cups. Okay, and that was taking an architect as my action. Let's see what Shadow does. 3, there's nothing to take. It could be worth putting a ton of people on here. See, if we put 3 people on there, it's worth less points. But if we put 4 or maybe even 5, that's worth a lot of points. 5 people on there would be 30 military, so enough to colonize Hong Kong and get 5 books as well. I don't know. You could probably sit down for a long time and work out the maths of that versus, you know, earning resources and things. But I'm not going to bore you with that. I don't know if this is the best thing to do, but let's go for this. Let's assume it is. So I'm going to pay. Oh, I can't even pick it up anymore. I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to grab the boxes and put them here. So this guy's out of a job. That costs me 2 money. Now he gets to roll. Row 2. Oh, that's a shame, because the colony's gone now. But I can put people on here now, beat the war and get a lot of points for it. It's just a lot less attractive now the colony is gone and the battle. So maybe this wasn't the best idea. So let's go there. That costs a stone. As long as he doesn't roll 6s and get a ton of stability, it's not too bad. So row 2, there's nothing there. Let's put another one there. Only costs 1 stone. It's a 6. He gets 3 stability, but that is from 0, so it's not too worrying. Let's put another guy there. 3, there's nothing to clear. Put a 4th guy there. That's 1, so he clears away the only cards available. And we want a 5th guy on there, so let's put him there. That's another stone. Dummy gets to roll. 1, there's nothing to take. So I'm going to take 2 people off here. So I would lose 4 stability, which puts me level with the dummy player actually. But I am going to put 2 on here. And that's going to earn me 8 stability. So I'm up to 11. That costs me 8 stone though. And so for an action, I will gain this last person. So my stability goes down by 3. Dummy player takes away nothing. And I want them on one of these, really. It doesn't matter too much because the resources all get added together anyway. It's going to cost 4 to put them on there, and you're going to earn 6 back, so it doesn't really matter where they are. Let's just ensure we are first place there. So another 4 stone to do that. That wasn't an action, but this is going to be. So pay 2 money from my mountains of cash. And what do I want? I could take books, food, or stone. I haven't really been thinking about food. So I need 12, 19. I need 19 food, and I'm generating 6. And I've got 9 there, so I need to take the 5 food. It's a good job I remembered that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, so that was a special action. 1, there's nothing to take. And then let's just, I don't know, let's stick some money on there as an action. 1, nothing for him to do. And I think that is it. So let's go to production. So for production, gold, I produce 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 14, 17. Is there even enough in this pot? We had to clear out the pot, but we just made it. Okay. Food. I produce 3, 6 food, minus 12, which means I need to pay 6. Stone. I produce 6, 7 stone. Books. I produce 2, just the 2. But that's all I need. I only need to be in the lead. There we go. Player order. I am first, but it doesn't really matter. It's the end of the game. War. I am higher than the war. I have 30 military strength. Who'd have thought that? I spent most of the entire history of the nation without a military, and now I am the strongest in the world. Stability. I'm definitely more stable than the Shadow. So that's another point there. Famine. That's 7 food to pay. 2, 4, 6, 7. Still, even at the end of the game, still not great on food. And end of age scoring. So, am I ahead on books? I am. That's 3 more points. And we can pull this off here and gain 3 more money. And it's time for some final scoring. I've already made some neat piles here, so you don't have to suffer through me individually counting everything. So, for scoring, we can just grab the summary here. So the first thing we score is victory points you earn during the game. That's these. I got 27 of those. Colonies is next. Excuse me. We have a grand total of no points for Babylonia. That age 1 colony is the only one we managed to get. Wonders. So I have nothing there. 1, 2, 3, 4 points for wonders. I didn't actually end up taking a natural wonder as well. So much for showing off all the new stuff, right? At least I did a dynasty. The last practice game I didn't actually do a dynasty because it wasn't effective for me. Buildings. Points for buildings and military are the points that you get for the workers being on them. So there are 5 workers on here, and all 5 score. So that's 2, 4, 6, 9 points for that. 2 on here, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22 for the people on the buildings. And then we come to resources. And resources is absolutely everything. So it probably was a good thing putting those people on the military, actually. So let's see. It's gold, food, stone, books, stability, and military, all added together, divided by 10. So we have, thankfully, this ended in a nice round number. So we have 2, 4, 60, 80, 90 resources, which I can't remember having that many before. I hope I haven't made some huge mistake. I'd be really sad if all of this was down to a huge mistake. So I have 90 there, plus stability. So that's 90 8 plus books. So that's 98 plus 38, so that is 136. Plus 30, that's 166. Divided by 10, that is 16. I am sure that this is by far my highest scoring solo game. So I know that I made that mistake though earlier on with that battle. Hopefully there's not something else that big. So here we go, 31, 53, 69. So let's have a quick flip to the rulebook and see where that puts me in the Hall of Fame. What is it, 69? I am definitely above Ashoka, but just short of Trajan. And that's quite amazing. So hopefully, as I said, I'm racking my brains now to try and find any mistakes that I made. But that is Nations Dynasties. That gives you a good idea of what the game is like. I do find this really fun as a solo game. The dummy player is quite unpredictable, and it does kind of simulate the people taking all of their military off, and next round he's got nothing, and suddenly he's making a huge war with a huge military, and you have to decide, do you want to go for that? Do you want the stability to kind of offset what he's doing? But it's just great. I'm sure I'll make a proper video soon of me just rambling about it, but other than that, I think you've seen enough nations for now, so I'll let you all go. Goodbye, everyone. See you again.